You know, the words we use every single day, they're not just random sounds. A lot of them are hiding these incredible secret stories. It's like they have a hidden code inside them, a key that unlocks not just their own meaning, but a whole family of other words. And today, well, we're going to crack one of those codes wide open. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's start with something really personal, your handwriting. I mean, really think about it for a second. The way you dot your I's or make your G's, what if it's a secret message? What if it's telling a story about you, way beyond the actual words on the page? Believe it or not, that very idea is our jumping off point for this whole thing. So there's actually a name for this practice. It's called graphology. Yeah, it's the whole field of analyzing someone's handwriting to figure out their personality, their character, that kind of thing. It's even used to spot if a signature is a fake. But honestly, the most fascinating part of this word isn't what it does, it's what it's built from. See, the real secret, the clue that's going to blow this whole thing open for us, is hiding right there, in plain sight, buried inside the word graphology itself. It's this little piece of an ancient language that works like a master key for so many other words.
And there it is, graphene. It's an ancient Greek verb. This is it. This is the code we've been hunting for.
So what does it mean, graphene? It's simple, really. It just means to write. And that right there, that's our secret code. And trust me, once you see it, you're going to start seeing it everywhere. It connects all these words you'd never ever think were related. So first up, let's see how it works in the world of writing itself.
All right, section 1, writing as art. So let's see how this ancient code pops up when we talk about writing as an art form. The actual skill of putting a pen to paper.
Okay, let's look at this word, chirography. Now, it looks kind of complicated, right? But with our new code, it's actually super simple. It's made of two parts. The first is chir, that is Greek for hand. And the second, that's our key, graphein, meaning to write. So, handwriting. That's literally all it is. It's just a fancy word for penmanship.
Now, as we all know, handwriting can be absolutely beautiful, or let's be honest, it can be a complete and total disaster. And what's cool is that our Greek root actually has a word for both ends of the spectrum.
So on the one side, you've got calligraphy. This comes from the Greek word kalos, which means beauty, plus our good old friend graphein. Put them together, and what do you get? Beautiful writing. And we're not just talking about neat and tidy here. This is writing as a true art form.
And then there's the other side of the coin, kakography. This one comes from kakos, the Greek word for bad, plus graphene. You guessed it, bad writing. I think we've all seen this one before. Heck, maybe some of us are a little guilty of it ourselves. It's that messy, scratchy, what does that even say kind of handwriting.
Okay, so we've seen how graphene totally explains the art of handwriting. But this little code is so much bigger than that. It's way more powerful. So the real question is, where else is this idea of writing hiding right under our noses? Section 2. Writing our world. Now this is where things get really, really cool. Because that exact same root we saw in calligraphy, well, it's also the backbone for a ton of words from science and technology, words we use to describe the world all around us. Just look at this table. Once you have the key, graphene, the pattern is just undeniable. It's everywhere. A telegraph, that comes from tele, for distance, so it's a distance writer. A biography, bios means life, so life writing. A phonograph, phone means sound, so it's a sound writer. And a cardiograph? Well, cardia is Greek for heart. It's a heart writer. It's incredible, right? This one little root connects all these completely different fields. Let's just stop on that first one for a second, because it's just so beautiful. Photograph. It comes from photos, which means light, and a root, graphein. So a photograph isn't just a picture. It is literally something written by light. How amazing is that? Knowing the root doesn't just tell you what the word means, it gives it this whole new, incredible depth. All right, section 3, the power of a word. So, what's the big takeaway here? What have we really learned? It all boils down to this, the amazing power that can be hidden inside just one tiny piece of a word. Think of it like this. You now have a new tool for your etymological toolkit. You've seen for yourself how one single Greek root, graphein, is like a master key. It unlocks this whole web of ideas, connecting something as artistic as calligraphy with something as scientific as a cardiograph. And the point here isn't to just memorize a bunch of definitions. No way. It's about learning how to decode the language all on your own.
So you've done it. You've cracked the code for writing. Now you can see that hidden story in words all over the place, from biography to photograph.
So the only question I have for you is, now that you have this key in your toolkit, what other words are you going to unlock?